We're preparing a test. Can we cut to the chase, por favor?
Of course, Senor Espinosa. Intelligence suggests that he is the son of Miguel Rodriguez.
My Miguel Rodriguez? Huh. And?
And he's here, in Solis, now.
So, that's my father's superweapon.
Project Tiapa.
He was a kind man, my father. A scientist. Doesn't make sense he would build such a thing.
My uncle was a good man too.
And they both ended up dead. Lots of... questions, Time to get some answers.
You can't do this alone. I have people who can help us.
Mira, I've done this kind of thing before.
This is different.
I can handle some bad weather.
It's more than bad weather, Rico. If you would just listen to me.
Mira, a plan is a list of things that go wrong. I like to keep my list short. Just be ready. When I patch you into that console, you'll have to find Espinosa quickly. He answers my questions, we destroy Project Iapa. Plan.
Where? Buena suerte.
Oscar Espinosa. Better be ready to talk. Comms check.
Hear you loud and clear. I'm going to monitor your progress from a safe distance.
The road is walled off.
Can you get over it?
Okay. Where to now?
Head towards them.
That's a big tower.
Espinosa promises it will change the world. No more tornadoes or hurricanes. And most of Solis believes him.
Project Iapa won't be a problem after today, Mira.
If your plan works.
It will work. Made it.
Bueno. Follow that piping. You're gonna come face to face with a Black Hand.
We've come face to face before. Heading up.
Back to your posts. Target is gone.
Yeah.
But I still know they use some bullshit.
You're going there.
Acknowledged. Hostile contact. Sending a response team.
Oh.
Getting away from me!
Dude.
Go, go!
Go off. Oh, okay.
No further contact. All units, stay alert.
Gotta remember how to play the game.
Weren't too happy to have
Where's
me
my
poking
wingsuit?
around.
The Black Hand are highly trained mercs, and they're wholly owned by Espinosa.
His own private army.
Pretty good one, too.
Not good enough.
We've lost the target. Stand down for now.
He's in fucking rush or something.
No sweat.
No sweat. This is death. This nigga definitely signing. I can tell you that. Are we in a rush or something? I don't know. Fuck. I wonder if Russia have summers. And what are their summers like? Like, of course they have summers, like they have fucking days. They're hot days. Something about like, you know what I mean? Them niggas reaching
I'm at
peak
Project
stuff.
Iapa.
You know, 100. Like,
Rico, there's a console further up this structure. Not sure how
I'll
you...
figure it out.
All units, hold positions.
like this. I'm playing Spider-Man, but with guns. Hello.
Adios. Could use this vent to get me up there.
out there when that case starts.
Almost there.
Command, we have lost visual. Please advise.
Copy. We acquire target. Now. Hostile hasn't re-engaged. Eyes open for further contact.
Ready for the 762 completed. This is why I learned to fucking fly. So I become adept to fucking learn to fly, right?
Hostile in our area of operation.
Acknowledge. Intruder on site. All units engaged.
Already. I can play this. I can play Miles Morales. Yeah, fuck Miles Morales.
Okay, Mira, I found the console.
Patch me in, and I'll locate Espinosa for you.
You're in, Mira.
Listo. Stay close to that console, or I'll lose my connection.
Well, shit.
Just hold them off. I'll find him as fast as I can.
They're trying, lady.
No. We're gonna fill my face with a gun so we can focus on the real.
Got a
How to
black
switch
gun here.
weapons.
I'm through security. Just hang in a few more seconds and you'll be able to move, Rico. I'm looking for him.
Take your time.
There, found him. His office is near the top of the spire.
All that, and he's at the top of the...
They got
It's
an RPG
unlikely
now.
he has survived this long.
This is not an ordinary man, Senor Espinosa.
What is this Spanish?
See,
Where they at?
we might as well make sure.
This is Spanish. Where the hell they're at in fucking Mexico or fucking... I mean, that's plenty of places where they speak Spanish at, so I want to say just not in
Senor
Mexico.
Espinosa?
Let's
It
see
could
what
be, you know
Project
what I mean,
Yappa can do.
fucking at Cuba
Shall
or something
we?
like that.
Senor.
It'll take a few moments for the core to reach full power. Do you think you can keep him occupied until then?
I fucking real knows.
This is Commander Morales. We have a threat on sight. Activate Yappa's defenses. Engage all
I
artillery
think some
towers.
place had a favorite started there. That's not real. That's not fucking real. His legs are getting blown the fuck off.
That woman with Rico at the airport. Is that who I think it was?
See?
Deal with that, please.
With pleasure.
Not an ordinary man. He got infinite parachute and a wingsuit, sir. He's him.
Rico, this is Mira.
Rico?
Please respond.
Mira,
Come in, Rico. Please respond.
Mira.
Rico! Ay, Dios mío, you're alive. I lost your GPS.
See, my grappling hook's broken. So is my wingsuit. Parachute. Maybe a few ribs. I'll need to make repairs.
I have tools at El Abismo. What's your location?
A forest? I don't know.
I'm sending you my coordinates. Hope it works.
Got it. I'll see you soon.
You know, talk about she ain't gonna get on my ass about how I fucking feel.
Shit.
Yeah, some bullshit. Cause she on some bullshit. She got a car. She was the ops now. In any other game, they on my ass. Yo, bitch! Told y'all a dumbass don't do it.
Not having my grappling hook is like missing a limb.
Calling off search for hostile.
I have emotion, nigga. Like we was grown nigga talking about a grappling hook, nigga. You ain't got no motion. What if they took fucking...
That looks like the place.
What?
Never seen anything like Yappa before.
Bro!
Mira
No,
might be
man.
right.
No, man, on this big ass island, telling me I was nothing but a jog, a light jog there. I was
Mira, I'm at El Abismo.
a 5-minute
People
walk
here
away
must
from it.
not be afraid of heights.
3 to 4.
I know you're not.
I'm not, but I usually have a parachute.
You should be more scared of not making no fucking money, nigga. Been talking about some fucking fears. Would've worked or something. Would've worked some.
Yeah. Shit.
What happened? Everything okay?
Yeah, fine.
You do look like
Black
a
Hand
nigga.
Chopper. That's no good. Empty it out fast.
Half the people leaving here are trying to get away from Espinosa and his Black Hand.
Open up that door right now. Oh, you got the drop on us. Oh, fuck up. Bitch, get inside.
Agua?
The Black Hand are casing the village. Does that happen often?
Almost never. Maybe somebody attacked their weather base.
tools? Gracias. I don't think I could take Project Diapa alone.
I agree.
I'm saying I was wrong. You were right.
You're right now,
Is that a distress signal? I don't think
to,
you are with the agency anymore.
Help me with this. What do we do about Iapa? Between the blizzard and those artillery towers.
look, man. All I'm saying is if all it takes was some fucking screwing to tighten up your fucking shit so it could work back properly after a fall like that. This is next level world engineering. Like, you, sir, if you made this.
This album ended an entire genre.
If you made this, you could sell it for a cool $30 billion to the fucking government. Any government, small governments will play it.
Ramp helps
They'll
companies
build
save
up
time
debt for
and
it,
money. What can Ramp do for you?
for the rights to sell this and use this.
Okay, let's back up. Ramp combines corporate cards with an intelligent finance platform.
What are the top rappers out of New Orleans? The top three to you?
All in one place. You can issue unlimited cards with spend controls, pay bills, automate receipt capture, and manage your entire business spend. With Ramp, you close your books faster so you can focus on what matters most. Visit ramp.com to find out what Ramp can do for you.
So look, come and put that puss on.
I don't think there's ever been a video game quite like Spore. Released in the late 2000s, the game lets you create and then guide a life form from a microorganism in a tide pool to an advanced creature in a galaxy-spanning civilization. Being able to, essentially, design and play as your own speculative creature really blew my mind when I was younger. I remember spending hours trying to make my creations as detailed as possible.
Oh shit, let me start the stream, bro. Cause I'm bullshitting now. Man, I really feel like getting into these games. I'm gonna have to. Tomorrow, I'm gonna really get on that shit.
After all, the final game was certainly not always a scientifically accurate depiction.
But you know, I don't understand how people like Travis Scott music so much. I have never yet gotten to be like, oh my god, Travis is the top 5 rapper ever. He has never, ever. Okay. Okay. Like I said, I know I'm very Travis Scott. the real DPOY is DPOYs were given to the best defenders. 2010s, D White would have about like 4 of them, LeBron have 1, and I guess I don't know. Herb Jones. Herb Jones. Another nigga wasn't even close to being in there.
Introduced the
Defensive
Player of the Year award in 1983, the league has followed a couple very specific trends when determining the winner of the award. For one, the voters highly favor the center position. Since the award became a thing, a center has won the race 26 out of 41 times. The other major trend is that the league highly favors great defensive players on top-tier teams. In the league's history, 30 out of the 41 winners have played on a top 4 seeded team. Now what's even crazier is that each and every one of those 41 winners were on a playoff team. So as you can see, the typical formula for determining the winner is simple, which is essentially who's the best defensive center of the top seeded teams. But what if we said screw the formula, and instead simply gave the award to the player who was honestly the best defensive player that season, regardless of what position he played and regardless of how his team finished? Well, if we did that, things would change up quite a bit. Today, the decade we're looking at is the 2010s, LeBron James and Josh Smith. This one wasn't much of a contest, as Howard led the league in many key categories, including blocks per game, defensive rebounds, defensive win shares, defensive plus-minus, and defensive rating. At 24 years old, he was at the peak of his athletic abilities. As nothing seemed out of his reach, considering how Dwight had one of the highest verticals in the game, regardless of his size. It was thanks to his incredible rim protection that his Orlando Magic finished as a top 3 team defensively. On top of all of that, Howard played all 82 games that season, and none of the other finalists in the top 7 spots could make that claim. Again, there was some great defensive seasons from guys like Josh Smith, LeBron James, Gerald Wallace, and even Ron Artest in the second half of his career. But ultimately, no one had a campaign incredible enough to be a legitimate threat to Dwight in his physical prime. In 2011, Dwight Howard won his 3rd straight DPOY, and once again, he's keeping the award, ahead of Tony Allen and Kevin Garnett. Specifically, in the case of Allen, he didn't receive as much consideration as he should have got, since his Grizzlies were not a top-seeded team. But with that being said, he was quite impressive, as he was regularly causing problems for some of the best wing scorers in the entire league. Beyond his stifling on-ball defense, he was also 5th in the league overall in steals per game. I was very close to giving this award to Allen for his amazing defensive skills that go beyond the stat sheet. But ultimately, I think Howard's case remains too strong. Dwight once again led the league in many crucial categories, like defensive rating, defensive rebounds, and defensive win shares. He was 4th overall in blocks per game at 2.4, and he also led all centers in steals per game with 1.4, which was actually played in 78 of the 82 regular season games, which was by far the most game of any of the top 6 finalists. Even when dismissing the built-in advantages for centers, I still believe Dwight was slightly the best defender in the league overall this season. In 2012, Tyson Chandler was awarded the DPOY, but on this list, he's losing the award to LeBron James. Several candidates had a solid case for the award. For example, Serge Ibaka led the NBA in blocks per game at 3.7, regardless of the fact that he only played 27 minutes per game. Kevin Garnett led the league in defensive rating while leading his Celtics to be the best defensive team in the league statistically. Of course, Tyson Chandler had an argument for being the best rim protector in the league that year, which is why he ended up winning the award. But for me, the best defender overall that season, regardless of position, was the athletically dominant LeBron James. At 27 years old, James was right along his peak in terms of speed, strength, and leaping ability. But he was also the defensive engine of that extremely elite Miami group, as the Heat finished as a top 4 team defensively. This was also the season where LeBron showed small glimpses of his defensive versatility by successfully guarding bigs in the post as good as the 7-foot Gasol.
I don't know. Like I think prime LeBron James can guard the 1 through 5, right? But I feel like this one right now, I feel like it'll drain too much energy. I feel like I don't know. LeBron at that age, he had enough energy to do all of that and still go out down there, jump high, and get his shots off. I don't think LeBron at this age can really do that right now.
That steals average was the third
But
most
this
in
one
the
is
league
like,
overall,
I don't
and
know.
the second highest of
He's
his
trying to get
career.
shots up at this
He had
point.
the best defensive plus minus in the entire league and had a better defensive rating than the top 2 finalists, which were Tyson Chandler and Serge Ibaka. To me, this season is one of the great examples of the natural advantages for rim protecting centers, because when you look at what they accomplished relatively to their position, LeBron was clearly more deserving than Chandler. In 2013, Marc Gasol was named the Defensive Player of the Year, and he's keeping the award ahead of LeBron James. Now, this is certainly one of the most controversial awards in basketball history, built in 2011, in all 82 games that season, and none of the other finalists in the top 7 spot why, and he's keeping the award. And let me know in a comment if you agree or disagree with Josh Smith. This one wasn't much of a contest, as Howard led the league. In 2010, Dwight Howard won the DPOY award. As the Defensive Player of the Year, he simultaneously only finished on the NBA's second All-Defense team. This makes some people think that LeBron was nefariously snubbed, because how can someone be the Defensive Player of the Year if they weren't even voted as the best defender at their position? Two different groups voted. Gasol was voted as the best defensive player by members of the media, while NBA coaches voted for him to be on the second All-Defense team. Personally, in this specific instance, I agree with the members of the media. Marc was the defensive anchor of that Grizzlies team, and despite the Heat finishing with a much better record overall, it was the Grizzlies who had the better defensive team statistically, as they finished with the second best defense in the entire league, compared to Miami, who was ranked 9th. I get it, that's a team stat, for sure. But Marc was the driving interior force of that defense. Even on an individual level, by nearly every advanced statistical metric, Gasol had a better defensive season than LeBron. He had more defensive win shares, he had a higher defensive rating, and he had the best defensive plus minus in the entire league, on top of the fact that he played more games than LeBron. If you're simply looking at blocks and steals, then yeah, Gasol might not have an argument as good as LeBron or Serge Ibaka, but defense is a lot more than just that. And Marc proved that this season, with his tremendous defensive IQ, with his communication on D, and with his solid rim protection and contention. In 2014, Joakim Noah won his first and only DPOY, and he's keeping the award ahead of DeAndre Jordan and Roy Hibbert. Now, once again, the voters made this selection as a recognition of the Bulls' top 2 defense, and I would argue that Tom Thibodeau deserved a ton of credit for that as well. With that being said, from a player's perspective, giving the majority of the credit to Noah was the correct decision. He was an absolute pest to opposing bigs that season, consistently giving them very little space to operate. On the year, he averaged 1.2 steals and 1.5 blocks, while being first overall in defensive win shares, first overall in defensive rating, and second overall in defensive plus minus. When you look at the voting disparity, it wasn't even all that close, and I honestly
think that this wasn't the most competitive season, as guys like Ibaka, Dwight Howard, and even Marc Gasol took significant steps
bro, I'm gonna
backwards
fall asleep.
from
I
the
gotta wake
previous
up.
season.